Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are moving on to chapter 2 of John Bartholomew's free course, link in the description. I have permission to do this video. So today we're taking on the Nimzo classical main line as a response to d4, and John says this is the most tight response to it. So you're going to see this a lot at the high levels. So against this, we get the normal Queen's Gambit pawn out, even though we're not gambling it in this line. And then in most d4 lines, we do get the left hand side knight out, and then the right hand side knight. Often, if they put this knight out, you put the diagonally opposite knight out because they fight for the same squares in the center. So this is threatening to double our pawn. So against this, you've got to go queen here. It's the best move, and so now they can take, but we just sort of encourage them to do so. So if we take with the pawn, we double the structure. So we take with the queen. Queen's nicely lined up with this square in the future. And then we want to play this and get the light square bishop active, but then we're blocking our dark square bishop, right? So we look to activate the dark square bishop. Now, the rule of thumb with this, guys, if they have a dark square bishop on board, here specifically, this pin isn't strong. But because they've not got a dark square bishop to even get out of this pin, it's well worth doing that. It's pretty uncomfortable for black dealing with this pin on the queen. So now we just look to complete the structure. And now this is probably the weirdest move in this situation. If we develop here, I mean, they could, I guess, double the pawns, but I probably wouldn't recommend that for black. But if we develop here, the knight actually doesn't have any good jumps. You know, we actually develop here. And then we can get like this, or as this line, as John tells us to do. John wants us to go here. So we actually slide the queen back just to enable that. So let's do that. Now there's a bit of pressure here. So if takes, we're all right there. But John likes us just putting the rook there, so that if this position starts to open up as we push, long term the rook is creating alignment issues with the queen, and there's always going to be tactics where there's alignment issues. And the plan here, guys, is to get knight here in most situations, or here sometimes. Knight here, bishop to e2, looking to come out and get castled. But we've got to be aware of this bishop here. So if bishop out casually, then we'd lose this pawn. So you've got to be a little bit careful, maybe playing like this. F3 in the future, then e2, then castles, knight here, maybe start pushing in the center, trying to take advantage of this rook move where we've created this alignment issue long range. So hope you enjoyed that one. Hope you learned something about how to deal with the Nimzo classical main line in d4. And if you did, like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers.